first of all, and this is what a great win for this team, for the psyche of this team, for rising to and beyond the level of adversity that we've been kind of experiencing here, never doubting themselves and always believing in themselves. It's just great to watch a game like that unfold against a very good football team where players are out there playing, no distractions, they don't read this, they don't look at that, they don't get on the message boards and all that business. I'm just so proud of them today that effort was such an effort that we played well in a lot of the phases, offense, defense, and special teams. So I'm happy for them. I'm very happy for them. The big guy upstairs is shining down on us for this day, this moment. They deserve it, and it's short-lived because now you got to, we got a short week, short turnaround, and have to go play our last regular season game on the road. But I'm sure those guys are excited about that. So we're moving forward and moving on. Take any questions.
Mike, with the way the first half ended, it seemed like you had momentum, and then it kind of maybe shifted back to them because you couldn't get a touchdown there. It's kind of the thought, here we go again. What was said in the locker room to flip that mentality? Because you guys have had second half struggles before, and today, obviously, you didn't.
It was a great. We walk in the locker room. It was the mentality of we were ahead. If they don't score anymore, then we still win the game. And you can talk about second halves and things like that. Every game is a new opportunity. And we look at high school football. High school teams win. They have upsets. Saturday, see Saturday football games that occur. Sunday, and so you just got to play. You got to play the game and let the execution and the performance kind of take care of itself. Very happy that on this side of the ledger, particularly the second half, we scored points. We got turnovers. We converted, did a lot of good things, and that's what you want to see. You want to see progress. Again, I'm so proud of the team of coming off a Florida State game and going into this game where you see some progress from us. And again, hat goes to the players and to the coaches.
Mike, a lot of guys stood out today, including Kalik. You lose KP real early in the game. What about the job Shepard did coming in?
Wasn't it outstanding? It was an outstanding job for a guy that is a selfless guy. We got the backfield where you get three guys in there, Smoke, KP, and Kalik does his role, goes in his personnel groupings and does his play, returns punts for us. And then he's called upon to do big things. And one of those long runs he had actually set up one of our scoring opportunities. So, I can't say enough about a guy that's played his last home football game here that has been such an instrumental part in just the overall aspects of what we do here offensively. And we very much appreciate his leadership. And actually today, as I said, I thought he did a great job.
Mike, earlier in the week you talked about their three-headed monster with all the special skilled guys they have. Can you talk about your defense and how they pretty much shut those guys down tonight?
I tell you what, the defensive coaches had a great game plan, for Miami. I believe, Duke Johnson, who I think is one of the best running backs in the country, was held under his average. A lot of hats to the ball. We talked about, flying to the ball. They just did a great job of taking their assignments and play after play. We won more than we lost against them, today. Turnovers, those things are always key. Big sacks, caused fumbles. That's the type of defense that we were playing early on in the season that, got us to that 4-2 mark. It's the type of defense we need to continue to play, in order to finish out this regular season.
Mike, I don't know if you got a chance to see it on the video board during the game. Severn's catch as good as you've seen in a while?
I tell you what, they were joking on the sidelines and said, da-da-da, da-da-da, that was he made a catch like that in practice that we, down the middle that we all marveled at. But that was a phenomenal catch, one of the best catches I've probably ever seen, and it's amazing that he comes to the sideline. He's like, did I catch that? So I'm just so happy for him too. I'm happy, and also I'm very pleased the fact that we were allowed to let Miles Gooch walk out, be one of our captains. That Darius Jennings wore his number, and he did it proud. Darius played a very good game himself. That's the type of team that we have, and the type of young men that are in this program.
I got 2 questions. How is KP doing?
Well,
what
obviously,
happened there?
obviously he got his bell rung there a little bit, and for safety reasons, he did not return the game. So we'll see. As as the week progresses, we go in tomorrow and we'll find out more about how he is and how he's doing.
After the Grayson Lambert interception, you guys, I don't know if you threw it more than 3 times the rest of the game, just went straight running the ball. What was kind of the strategy involved there as the game wore down?
Well, eat as much clock as possible. The running game was was doing some things for us, and it wasn't. We're going to throw the ball vertically. We're going to do things like that. But at the time of where we were in the game, it was about taking points off the game because our defense. Taking time off the clock because our defense was playing well.
Mike, I think Wahi and Quanti Moore played much more today than they had in other games. Just how about their performances, on this stage in a game that meant so much?
For Will, again, the next man up mentality when you lost one of your defensive backs. I thought he did a great job on kickoff teams. He made some good tackles there. Quanti is in a personnel package that allowed him to go in and do some things. Andrew Brown played tonight. Guys just stepping up and making the most of their roles or the opportunities that have been presented to them. And again, very, very productive for them.
Mike, after losing 4 straight games and kind of have that hanging over you, what can a win like this do with one more big win to come? And for a lot of people around here, the biggest game of the year.
Well, it's obviously you're in this business to win games, but you're also in it to bring young men along and understand that they can get better. They can get better on the field, off the field, in the classroom, and all those things. And that's my sole purpose, is to continue to improve. And with a game like that, it allows you and it lets you see that that's a good football team. You played a good football team. You're a good football team. The bounces and things have gone different ways, which led to some defeats. But you just got to shake that off, and you got to just move on to the next task. The next task was Miami. The next one for us is Virginia Tech. So, you don't have time. We don't have time to sit back and say the things that didn't happen and why it didn't happen. We got time to worry about what we can do to get better, and then now get ready for Virginia Tech on Friday night.
Mike, over here in the front. You touched on Darius's performance a little bit tonight. Those jet sweeps. Did you see something in the film that made you think those could be particularly successful tonight?
It's part of game planning. It's part of trying to do things that will allow you to utilize some of your speed, allow you to stretch, the holes in terms of where you can run, and if you can do things like that, which opens up the inside running game, if you can tack the outside. So I thought Coach Fairchild did a nice job today against another fast and athletic defense. But guys like Darius and Smoke had a couple, did some nice runs. It was just good to see that there was progress made offensively, scored, converted. Guys made some catches, made some tough runs, and the defense played well. And that's the way we have to be as a football team. We got to be a defense that plays well, not turn the ball over, although we had the interception, and then play the field position game. And that resulted in a victory for us tonight.
Coach, you were down 2 offensive linemen, obviously on your injury report, 2 guys who have started games for you this season. 1, how close were they to being able to play in this game? And then 2, how impressed were you with the production of your offensive line tonight?
They were both in civilian clothes and jerseys only, so they weren't even close to going in. And I know it's been one of those things talked about the offensive line when you lose a guy like Jake Whitmire at the very beginning, who was a starter for us. And Ryan Dow's not playing, Sadiq Oluwanju not playing, guys that have played. And I know it's cliche, but I keep saying it's the next man up mentality, even with those guys, and they did a great job tonight. I know they did a good job getting after Grayson. I don't know if they got any sacks, but they hit him. But, we got after Kaya as well. So it's it's a unit that's ever evolving. We hope we'll get one Brian Dahl back, this week, but whoever's left playing and ready to play, then we'll practice them and get them ready for this Friday.
Like now sets up 5-6 against 5-6 next week. Any early thoughts on the game in Blacksburg?
No early thoughts right now. I just want to enjoy this with the guys and congratulate them on playing a competitive game against a very, very good football team that's played a lot of good teams themselves. And now it's about moving on and getting ready. And I'll be ready to talk about the next game perhaps tomorrow. But today I'm going to focus on getting back in the locker room and congratulating a lot of those those seniors that played their last home game here.
Coach, Miami was lining up to try to tie it at 10 right before the half, and Daquan blocked the field goal. Great individual play, something you guys saw, a little bit of both.
A little bit of everything. It was a great individual play, and it actually really changed the game. Just changed the way things turned out. But he's another guy that's a senior that's going out, and that was a very emotional locker room before the game, and then afterwards. And it was good to see our seniors step up. Khalid Shepard, Romero, stepping up and doing things like that. So happy for him.
We'll have a last question from Wolf, and Max Vallis is already in the back.
Hey, Max, how you doing? All right. I'm doing good. All right.
Senior day tonight, after the game, the crowd storms the field. There's excitement. It's a big win. Just what did you tell your guys after the game, and what's your reaction to the players, or excuse me, the students coming out of the field, and how they reacted to it as well?
Well, we want to win football games here. We want to be a better football team. We want to improve, and I want the players to experience that type of success that I know that this team is capable of. And just today was a game that a lot of the aspects of playing football, worked for us, and I was happy for them because of the hard work they put into this. But again, we still got another game, still another opportunity, and our focus is on getting better, eliminating some of the mistakes that we saw out here tonight. But it does help when you have guys that have experienced some success like this, as I said, against a good football team, and now we're on to the next game.